Hello and welcome to the Sustainability Side. I'm Dr. Sama, and today we are exploring a topic that sits at the heart of both environmental stewardship and innovation in the built environment. Yeah, we're going to talk about circular construction materials, what they are, why they matter, and how they are reshaping the way we build. So, you might have heard about eco concrete and mycelium before. In fact, we covered a fungi based material in our last episode, but today we're going to go deeper into the world of circularity. We are going to talk about the materials that not only reduce emission but also close the loop by reusing and recycling the resources. Well, if you want to know more about that, feel free to check it here or in the I button or in the description box below. You can check our past episodes or you can also check our playlist. Well, before we dive deep into the today's episode, let's have a short intro, then we'll continue.
Say it loud, let's unite on the sustainability side. Feel the love day and night. Let's turn the tides, make a change today. Together we define our sustainable way. With every step we take, we rise and glow on the sustainability side. Let the givers flow.
Welcome back. And as I discussed before, we're going to talk about traditional construction materials and how it is transforming from linear to circular. As we all know, the traditional construction materials are extracted, used, then discarded. Total linear process that generates waste resources and massive emission. A circular construction model, on the other hand, minimizes waste, keeps materials in use, of course, for a longer time, and reintegrates them into new builds or other industries. This idea aligns with the broader circular economy, where waste becomes input for new products, vastly reducing environmental impacts across the material's life cycle. Let's see why is this urgent. The construction sector is one of the largest contributors to global emission, especially through cement and steel. So, turning waste into value is a big game changer. Don't you all think about that? I'm pretty sure you all agree with me. Let's start with the global headlines. As we know, recently architects and engineers worldwide are pushing for bamboo as a mainstream structural material. A new design manual encourages the global community to be a bamboo ready, integrating fast growing, high strength bamboo into schools, airports, and even high rises. Bamboo grows much faster than trees and sequesters carbon as it grows, making it one of the most renewable construction material available. Let's step ahead and think internationally. Swiss giant Holcim is acquiring recycling businesses in Europe to repurpose the demolished concrete bricks and metals into new building materials. They aim to recycle 20 million tons of demolished materials each year by 2030 by showing how industrial scale circularity can work in practice. Across Africa, companies like Mycotile are producing mycelium-based building panels by growing fungal network on agriculture waste. Panels are biodegradable, insulative, and can be used for walls and insulations, blending waste repurposing with biological growth. International research also highlights on bio-based materials like mycelium insulations, bioadhesives, and materials derived from agricultural residues, all designed to be biodegradable or easily recyclable at the end of the life. Now let's turn the spotlight to India, where strides in circular constructions are gaining both policy support and real project implementation. India's Noida International Airport has become one of the largest infrastructure projects to extensively use low-carbon limestone kaolin clay cement (LC3), a cement that can cut up to 40% of CO2 emission compared to traditional cement while also being 25% cheaper. Well, this is the game changer we were talking about.
Hungry or health conscious? Discover Nelagam, your trending destination for heritage nutrition. The world's moving to real foods and we are setting the pace. From high fiber millet noodles that instantly hit for busy Indian homes to our powerful traditional rice picked for immunity and pure taste. Dive into millet flakes that made for crunchy satiety and heart health with gluten-free varieties for all ages. And don't miss our delicious millet pasta, rich in protein, light on your stomach, with trending flavors like multi-millet and kutravelli, crafted for nutrition without compromise. India's top creators are making us viral, but your taste buds are the real reviewers. Go beyond trendy, choose heritage, choose health, try Nelegum, the real food influencer.
Researchers at IIT Indore have developed geopolymer concrete that avoids traditional cement, which is like instead of using industrial waste like fly ash and slag, this innovation can reduce carbon emission by up like 80% while lowering cost and water use. At 17th GRIH Summit in New Delhi, industrial leaders including Kanaf India emphasized circular designs and resource efficient materials, focusing on not just recycling at the end of the life but engineering products from the start to be reusable, long lasting, and recovery friendly. This is where the development is going towards the circularity which we were talking about. Now here you can see the action being made towards the circularity. Across India, architects and builders are adopting compressed stabilized earth blocks, bamboo structures, AAC blocks, recycled plastic pavers, and natural insulations like coir and jute, all supporting local materials, loops, and waste reduction. There are even policy discussion. For example, Karnataka is exploring circular economy strategies where up to 20% of construction materials used in building would be needed to sustainable and a big push towards mainstreaming these materials. To make this even more tangible, let's break down and discuss one by one. First, we'll start with the fly ash bricks. It is used as a industrial byproducts instead of firing clay, saving soil and avoiding clean emission. Then next is the ferroc, a carbon negative alternative to concrete made from recycled steel dust and silica which absorbs CO2 as it hardens. Well, isn't that amazing? Next, of course, we were talking about bamboo, so we'll talk about it in detail. Bamboo composites can replace timber and steel in many elements and are earthquake resilient when engineered correctly. Mycelium insulation panels grown rather than drilled or mined, reducing waste and chemical use. Well, we were talking about mycelium and other stuff in detail in our past episodes. If you want to check, feel free to check it here in the I button or in the playlist. These innovations don't compromise performance, they redefine what performance means by balancing strength with sustainability. So, why does this shift matters beyond climate headlines? We'll go ahead and discuss in detail. First, we'll cover the topic carbon reduction. See, this is the first reason. Traditional cement alone contributes roughly 8% of global CO2 emission, so alternatives can dramatically reduce the building's footprint. Second, I would say it's a resource conservation. Basically recycling demolition waste reduces extraction of fresh raw materials. Then, of course, is the waste minimization. Instead of dumping materials in landfills, we reintegrate them into new value streams. And overall, it of course impacts in a economic level, which is like local recycled or natural materials boost local jobs and supply chains. Indirectly, it boosts any country's economic level. It improves the economy in a big scale. As we have seen today, circular construction materials are not just ideas, they are real, practical, and increasingly part of both policy and major infrastructure projects from India to Europe and Africa. Whether it's a bamboo geopolymer concrete or recycled demolition aggregates or bio-based panels, the future of the construction is circular, resilient, and regenerative. So thanks for tuning in to the sustainability side. If you are passionate about green buildings or have a question about materials you would like to cover in the future episode, drop a message or a comment. You all know we are in social media, so feel free to check it out in YouTube, Spotify, iTunes, Patreon, and Ko-fi, and show your love and support by commenting and sharing with your loved ones. If you want to be a part of it, if you have something better to discuss about, something related to the circularity and sustainable development goals, we are here. Feel free to reach out to us. And until next time, keep building a better world. Because as I always say, sustainability is not mine, it's ours. So stay curious, inspired, and tuned only on the sustainability side.
Feel the joy, let's unite. I'm missing still.